Good morning and welcome. We are live today from the Melman High School here in Melrose for the Coulee Conference Wrestling Tournament. Schools here today: GET, Westby, Viroqua, Black River Falls, Arcadia, and West Salem, Bangor. On behalf of Western Wisconsin Video Productions, I am Carl Zuby. Along with me today is my camerawoman, fresh off of the girls' state tournament, Maddie Zuby. We are going to get started today. Waiting on our first mat to be called up. I'd like to just say a couple of quick shout outs to some of our sponsors: Advanced Pump and Well, Bobby John's, Campbell's Mobile and Solar Meats, Capital Wealth Advisory, and Cashton Farm Supply. So we'll get started today. We'll pick up on mat 1 over here to get going. Sure. 106 pounds we have from Black River Falls, Titan Jones of GET, and Deacon Brown of Black River Falls. Two to 1 the score. Down around a minute 10 left to go. Jones with the takedown. Looks to cradle up. Brings it back 4-1 now. The score is Jones starts to get some back points. Got that right shoulder up. Not quite going to be able to pin from that position. He rocks back, loses that cradle hold. Now with 30 seconds left, he'll go up by a score of 7-1. We're going to switch our attention over to mat 2 as we see a 120-pound weight class. Vinny Klum of Viroqua and Ivan Aguilar of Arcadia. Over on mat 1, we saw Jones of Melman, your winner by way of fall with 1.2 seconds left. We see still on their feet Aguilar in for a little high crotch, and he'll come down with the takedown. As Vinny Klum works back up to his feet, gets the escape. 2-1 the score. Vinny works collar tie. Looking to pop that right arm up, a little slide by or duck under. They're tied up pretty tight right along the edge of the mat. Referee telling them to work towards the center. Aguilar able to capitalize. 4-1 the score. 30 seconds left in period number 1 as Vinny gets back up to his feet, gets the escape. 4-2 now to score as they work towards the center. Looking ahead, we've got another 120-pound match on mat 1. Clayton Geyer of Westby is facing off against, who do we got here? Looks like that's Scott Johnson of GET. Nope, that's going to be Melman. So back to the Vinnie Klum match, period number 2. Aguilar from the down position with the escape now leads 5-2. With about 1:35 left to go in the second period. As they fight for head and hand control, working right at the center of the cylinder. Aguilar tries for his own little duck under. Trying to keep up with track wrestling, but we don't have a live dashboard, and with 2 mats and soon to be 3, it's going to be a little hard to figure out what's going on. Aguilar with an underhook, trying to reach, spin around the side. He falls off the front. 38 seconds to go. Both wrestlers still on their feet. 5-2 to score. Aguilar leads over Klum of Viroqua. Match over on mat number 1 with Geyer of Westby and Johnson of GET. Geyer leads by a score of 2-1 as they're just starting the second period. We'll see a last second takedown by Aguilar and an escape by Klum before time expires. So score should be 7-3 now. Yep, they've got it right. So third period, Vinnie Klum is going to start in the down position. Aguilar covers. Klum down by 4 as he works from the bottom. Aguilar goes off to the right side, buries a half deep, but Vinnie back up on his feet. Going to be awarded the escape, trailing by 3, 1:35 to go, third period. Vinnie's got to get some offense going here in the last minute and a half of the 120-pound bout. Aguilar with a double attempt right on the edge of the mat. He's going to work around, work up past the hips. Get 2 more for that takedown, 9 for the score. Minute remaining. Geyer-Johnson match on mat 2 is tied up. 2-2 the score. Aguilar rides an arm bar and a tight waist as Klum works up, 35 seconds to go. Tries to sit out, looking for a Granby roll. And they'll get whistled out of bounds. 22 seconds remain. Klum trailing by 5. Klum to his feet, 14 seconds to go. As he works head alongside head, Now for a front headlock, tries a standing Iowa. Didn't quite connect. Aguilar in with a little snatch single. And time will expire. Ivan Aguilar over Vinny Klum of Viroqua by a score of 9-5. So we'll switch over and pick up the last period of Geyer and Johnson of GET. Geyer leads by a score of 4-3. And we'll update you on the other Westby match. We will have Blake Hansen of Westby and Nestor Badillo of Arcadia. So as we start the third period over on the Geyer-Johnson match, Geyer leads by a score of 4-3, working from the down position. Johnson rides along a little grapevine on the left side of Geyer, able to bring him back down, controlling the hips. Johnson has got to look for a way to turn him. He's down by one. Geyer showing that he's tough on the bottom. Johnson rides a deep waist, trying to work for hand and wrist control. Geyer's got a left leg up as he tries to stand up. Now up to his feet. Johnson able to bring him back down. Minute to go. Still scoreless on the Hansen-Badillo match on the other mat. Johnson able to lock up a cradle, but Geyer able to roll through, and now to his feet. Johnson trying to cut his losses, unable to turn Geyer. Now he's got to get a takedown to tie it up to get into overtime. 5-3 the score, 33 seconds to go. Right in the other mat, Blake Hansen, with the takedown and two near fall to lead 4-0 as 30 seconds left to go in the first period of that match. Geyer and Johnson will reset to the center, 20 seconds to go. Johnson trailing by 2, and we'll have blood time. So we'll switch over and we'll take up some action from the Hansen match. Hansen leading by a score of 4-0. 25 seconds to go, first period. He rides with a crossed wrist. Looks down for a power half. And neither one of us can see what's going on. So time expired. 4-0 the score after one period of wrestling. We'll switch back over to the Geyer-Johnson match. 18 seconds to go. Neither wrestler has been warned for stalling. As I said that, Geyer got nailed. And time will expire. Geyer will be your winner. Clayton Geyer of Westby over Scott Johnson of GET by a score of 5-3. We're going to stay with this mat. Hansen, 126-pound weight class. Blake Hansen leads by a score of 6-2. Now up, Viroqua's Evan Solberg and Isaac Schnipp Duff. So we'll take a little break, let you guys catch up with some of our sponsors, and we'll be right back after this. Well, after we took care of some small technical difficulties, we'll chime back in on the Solberg match. Trailing by a score of 5-2 as Schneepduff runs a armbar and wrist right along the edge of the mat. Now he's got an arm bar and a half, and they'll let time expire on the first period. Solberg trailing by a score of 5-2. Update on the Blake Hansen mat. Blake leading by a score of 8-2. The second period, they'll start on their feet. And I was mistaken after taking a little time off to fix the camera. Solberg of Viroqua leads by a score of 5-2. As Isaac of West Salem Bangor runs a front head, tries to turn the corner. Solberg keeps his grip on the leg, trying to hip over. Blake Hansen of Westby, your winner on the other mat over Nestor Badillo by way of a third period fall. So under a minute left on the Solberg mat. Isaac trying to run an arm bar series right on the edge of the mat. He's now pulled up, trailing only by 1 to Solberg, 5-4 the score. We've got a Westby wrestler with Noah Klum on the other mat. And Solberg will fall after that armbar and a half with 21 seconds to go in the second period. Evan Solberg falls to Isaac Schneekduff from West Salem Bangor. Over on the other mat, we'll check in. 132 pounds. Tanner Anderson of GET will come away with a first period fall over Noah Klum of Westby. I'd like to thank a few of our sponsors quick before we get into the Viroqua action at 132 pounds. We'd like to say thank you to the Cashton Wrestling Club, Central Express, Citizens First Bank, Coon Valley Telecommunications, Countertops by Design, Compier Financial, Culvers of Viroqua, and the DeSoto Wrestling Club. 132 pounds, Viroqua's Ethan Dobbs, and Black River Falls' Daniel Goldsmith. Goldsmith, a 7-11 junior. Ethan Dobbs, 23-8 junior. As he comes in with his signature spladle move. Trying to separate, almost like make a wish. He's got his shoulder up off. He's not going to be able to pin here, but they're going to say potentially dangerous. He'll be awarded the takedown and 3 near fall points to lead by a score of 5-0, just 30 seconds into the first match. So Solberg will elect to let him up off his feet. He'll go back on. Solberg, there's too many Ethans. Dobbs rides an underhook, looking to push that up and reach down for a snatch single. 1 minute to go, first period. Dobbs leads by a score of 5-1. As Goldsmith reaches down for a single, but Dobbs whizzers down in. He's got his leg hooked. Looking to stack up with a little leg Turk. He'll get the near fall. Can't quite see the right shoulder of Goldsmith. Dobbs trying to sink it in. 33 seconds to go, first period. And the fall. 1 minute, 38 seconds for Dobbs of Viroqua.
Up now on mat number 138 pounds, David Hiles, GT again, Jose Leroy from Arcadia.
So we'll take a quick break here for the we'll bring up 138 pounds. Mat number 1. We have got David Hiles of GET and Jose Monroy of Arcadia. Both wrestlers on their feet. Hiles of GET with the takedown. Tries to work across face. He's going to let Monroy work back up to his feet. Now Hiles back in with a little chest crusher. He'll work around, try and get the shoulders down. One minute to go and the fall. 53-second pin time for Hiles of GET at 138 pounds. Say thank you to a few more of our sponsors. Effinger Equipment Sales and Service, Genuine Telecom, Harchie Lumber, Ithaca Weston Wrestling Club, the Kickapoo Lafarge, Coon Creek Feeds, Laval Telephone, Legacy Bar and Grill, and Lynn's Home Center of Cashton. So we're going to hop up to the 145-pound weight class. We're going to have Garrett Batland of Westby and Efren Hernandez of Arcadia. Hernandez, an 0-5 sophomore. Vatland, a 26-6 junior. 145-pound Coulee Conference matchup. Gatlin down with a nice single, switches over. Double with a takedown. He rides an arm bar. Looks to hook it up. He'll roll through. So with the takedown and into near fall criteria. He'll roll that over. He won't be awarded the near fall unless he breaks that pinning combination. Now he's trying to step the head. He's got an arm bar. And the pin. 38-second pin time for Garrett Vatland of Westby over Hernandez of Arcadia. We should see some local action here at 145 pounds. We should see Preston Broker of Viroqua and Isaac Corbin of West Salem Bangor. Corbin, a 9-9 senior. Preston, a 16-12 junior. Say a few more thank yous going out to Main Street Mobile of Viroqua and Mitbe's TV and Appliance of Cashton. Corbin working an underhook. Preston brings that over to kind of a Russian tie, but he's going to get tossed over. They're still running front headlock series. He reaches in right into a nice near side cradle. Preston trying to stay on top. He's working the hips. Now we're into near fall criteria. So with the takedown, looking for the fall. Preston's got to watch so he doesn't get too high over center, just like that. Now he's trying to come out the back door. Still got that cradle stacked up. .55 seconds to go. Broker doing a good job bracing with the forehead to keep himself from getting rolled over. Well, I'm not sure what they're looking for, but he's been pinned for quite some time now. Minute 20, your pin time. Preston Broker of Viroqua over Isaac Corbin of West Salem Bangor. So we'll see who's going to be coming into mat one. Looks like we're going to stay with the 145-pound weight bracket. We're going to take a quick break for the tape delay to read a few of our sponsors. I'd like to say thank you to Nicolati Construction, Nordic Lanes of Westby, the North Crawford Seneca Wrestling Club, O'Reilly Auto Parts, and Organic Valley. So we have jumped to 152 pounds. We see Cruz Patzner of Arcadia and Gunnar Johnson of GET. Both wrestlers still on their feet. Patzner with the takedown. Now works along for trying to get a cradle. He doesn't have a crossface right now. He's just got a wrist. Rides the deep waist along the right side. Got a deep waist looking for a half. He's got to break the hips down. Johnson of GET still with a pretty sturdy base. 35 seconds to go, first period. Patzner's finally got the hips broke down. He's got a wrist. He's looking for a half. Johnson looking to come back up to his base. 8 seconds to go as they ride along the edge of the cylinder. And they'll get whistled at the end of the first period. Johnson's going to defer his choice to Patzner. Patzner will elect to start the second period in the down position. Johnson will get cautioned by not having his left arm on the elbow of Patzner. Patzner quick to his feet. Extends his lead by 3. Johnson with the snatch single attempt, but Patzner able to capitalize on that with a takedown. 5-0 the score. He's got a wrist and a half. So we're going to switch our attention over to mat number 2 at the 160-pound weight class. We have Austin Winker of Viroqua, a 21-10 senior, and Gary Lopez of Arcadia, 12-9 sophomore. Nice little quick ankle grab by Winker right into a cradle. And the pin. 19-second pin time for Austin Winker of Viroqua in the first round of the 160-pound weight class. And we are going to jump right to 182. Nottestead of Westby is on deck. We'll say thank you to a few more of our sponsors. Premier Co-op, Portland Implement of Cashton, Ray's Gas and Goodies, the Richland Grant Telephone Cooperative, Riverbank, Scenic Bluffs Community Health, Sealands Carpetland, Snowflake Ski and Golf, and Southwest Technical College. We're going to stay with the 182-pound. Hadley Gilardi received a bye this round. We see Luke Noel of West Salem Bangor and Javon Rave of Black River Falls. Rave, a 12-13 junior, and Noel, a 16-16 junior. Noel working a wrist and an arm bar, or as Ken Manning likes me to refer to it as, the Brush Hollow chicken wing. He switches over, runs the half side, and stacks up Rave. Not quite enough to get a count. And now Lynn Eisensee, the referee, will keep counting back points. So right now, Noel with the pin. Minute 4, your pin time. And we guessed the right mat. We'll see 182-pound Ty Nottestead, a junior from Westby, 21-12, and he will be wrestling Mitch Berg of GET. So just a little bit of a height difference here between these two wrestlers. One might say Nottestead could be head and shoulders above the rest. They'll get whistled away. Nottestead works from the collar tie, down to a little ankle pick, right to his back. So with the takedown, looking for a pinning combination. He's got the kind of an arm Turk with the leg, cross wrist. Might be slightly more effective if we would switch over to a half Nelson, but Berg up to his base. Nottestead works on the left side of Berg as Berg gets to his feet. He's got an arm bar and wrist, but Berg will get the escape. 2-1 now the score as 1 minute remains in the first period. Ty Nottestead is up. Harbaugh on deck, next available mat at 2:20. Nottestead works from the collar tie again. That ankle pick was very effective. Very long arms of Nottestead. Ten seconds to go, first period of action. 182-pound first round conference match. So we will have a Westby wrestler at 195 up on mat 1 that will keep you updated on. As Berg elected to start the second period in the down position. Jake Collins of Westby right now wrestling Miguel from Arcadia. We'll update you on that, Matt. Nottestead here with a wrist and a half, lets the wrist go. Berg able to get to his feet. Trying to break the grip. Now we'll tie the score 2-2 with 1:20 to go, second period. Both wrestlers work from their feet. Collins on mat 1 trails by a score of 2-0 with 1:18 to go, first period. Down under a minute to go for the Nottestad-Berg match. Tied up 2-2. As Nottestad works kind of a modified Russian tie on the left side, but he'll get snapped down. Looks like he may have gotten tweaked a little bit. Berg pulls ahead by a score of 4-2. Collins has tied his match up at 2 with 48 seconds to go on mat 1. Berg doing his best to that baseball tie pulled across the middle of the back of Nottestad. Nottestad able to fight it off and thwart any back point tries. Looks like he's favoring his right elbow a little bit. Nottestad will get his choice to start the third period. And he elects to go down. As we see the first period come to an end on the Collins match. That match is tied by a score of 2-2. Berg with that baseball tie again as he looks to roll Nottestad over. Nottestad still trailing by 2. Berg able to turn and will be awarded some near fall criteria. As Nottestad able to come back over past that point of the 45 degrees. Berg tries to post that left arm of Nottestad out to get those shoulders flat. He's able to bridge over, hip over. So Berg will get the 3 near fall, but that loss of control and possible reversal happened too close to the out of bounds, so they'll give Nottestad the escape. Score now 7-3 as Nottestad trails by 4. Tries to get in a little knee grab. Jake Collins and the Miguel Arcadia match still tied at 2, under a minute to go, second period. We've got 37 seconds to go as Berg able to get another takedown to pull his lead up by a score of 9-3. Now Nottestad works to a sit position. He's got the arm. He's able to square up. 10 seconds to go. Reaches in a single. Tries to pick up. But it's going to be too little too late as Nottestad falls to Berg of GET by a score of 9-3. So we'll stay with mat 2. Ty Harbaugh of Westby at 220 will face off against Eric Rodriguez of Arcadia. Jake Collins now leads going into the third period by a score of 4-2 over Miguel of Arcadia. So Ty Harbaugh, a 9-9 senior. Eric Rodriguez, a 3-4 freshman. A little bit of a height advantage for Harbaugh here in this match too, as they work from their feet. Harbaugh with the slide-by attempt. Miguel able to stay squared up in the collar tie. Still working head alongside head. Rodriguez working into a double leg, but Harbaugh able to defend, get around the corner, get the takedown to pull ahead 2-0 with just under a minute to go first period. £195 match. Collins of Westby now score is tied once they award the near fall points. Right now that hold is still being in play, so they have not awarded those 3 back points yet. 15 seconds to go first period in the Harbaugh match. Harbaugh warned for stalling, riding parallel. 10 seconds to go in the Collins match. Jake Collins, after the near fall awarded, will lose that match by a score of 5-4 at 195 pounds. We don't have a ton of heavyweights here today. Looks like there's only 4 out of the possible 6. Dylan Nottestead will receive a bye at the 285-pound weight class. Now to start the second period, looks like we're going to start with both wrestlers on their feet. Harbaugh leading by a score of 2-0. Both wrestlers working collar ties. Harbaugh possibly trying to set up for that slide by, but now able to get a snatch single. Extend his lead by 2, 4-0 the score as he works into near fall criteria. Working dangerously close to the out of bounds area. Looks like he's got enough for a 5 count, so he'll get 3 near fall regardless if he does not get the pin. 1 minute to go, second period. So he'll be awarded the 3. 7-0 your score as they work around the edge of the cylinder. The last match of the first round of action here at the Coulee Conference Tournament is underway under mat 1. Well, looks like we may have, there will be an Arcadia match at 285. So we'll switch over and bring you that action once the conclusion of the Ty Nottestead match, or Ty Harbaugh match. He rides along the right side of Rodriguez. 7-0 your score as we see time tick away. 5 seconds to go, second period. So Rodriguez will choose the top position to start the third period. It's a bold move. We'll see how it works out. He'll be cautioned, wanting to start with a deep waist. I don't know how he can get a deep waist, though. He's got short arms. He rides along the left side of Harbaugh. Harbaugh able to keep his hips underneath him, work up the table leg. To be trailing by 7 points in the third period and then elect to choose top. If you can't turn him here within the first probably 45 seconds or so, you almost have to cut him, let him get to his feet and try a 5-point move. He spun around out for the front headlock, was unable to do anything with it. Harbaugh now with the reversal now leads 9-0 with just a minute to go, third period. Harbaugh has been warned for stalling, so he's got to stay active up on top. Now Rodriguez will be warned for stalling, and that was his second offense. So they gave Harbaugh a penalty point. 10-0 your score. 41 seconds to go, third period. Harbaugh works on the right side. He's got that ankle locked of Rodriguez. He's got the hips broke down. Looking for a crossed wrist. Works in now with a crossface series. Popping the elbow. We'll see if he can do anything with it. Rodriguez able to hip out, work back up to his base. 8 seconds to go. This Harbaugh will just hang on and win by a score of 10-0. So we'll do a quick rundown of the first period. They're the first round here at the Coulee Conference Tournament. So after one round of action, Jaden Geyer at 106 received a bye. Jackson Rossler of West Salem Bangor received a bye. We had Tyden Jones of GET and Deacon Brown of Black River Falls. Jones the winner there by a fall of 1 minute and 53 seconds. At 113, Pomadal of West Salem Bangor received a bye. Brock Hoskins of Westby received a first round bye. And Tarek Fry of GET over Leander Cornelius of Black River Falls by way of a 1:05 pin at 113. 120, Braden Glasspool of West Salem Bangor received a bye. Clayton Geyer of Westby over Scott Johnson of GET by a decision 5-3. And Vinnie Klum and Ivan Aguilar of Arcadia. Aguilar, your winner there by a decision of 9-5. 126, Jackson Blaken of GET received a bye. Nestor Badillo and Blake Hansen, your winner by way of an 8 minute. It says 8 minutes and 50 seconds. That Must have been one heck of a long match. But with the fall there by Hansen, and then Schneep Duff of West Salem Bangor over Solberg of Viroqua by way of a 3-minute and 33-second pin time at 126. 132, Tanner Anderson over Noah Klum of Westby by way of first period fall. Ethan Dobbs of Viroqua over Daniel Goldsmith of Black River Falls by way of first period fall. And Hunter Fitzpatrick over Nick Ziegler of West Salem Bangor by way of a first period fall. 138. Jackson McCormick of Black River Falls received a bye. Evan Wolf of West Salem Bangor received a bye. And Hiles of GET over Monroy of Arcadia by way of first period fall. 145, Connor Vatland of Westby with a first period fall over Hernandez of Arcadia. Koss of GET over King of Black River Falls by way of first period pin. And Preston Broker of Viroqua over Corbin of West Salem Bangor by way of first period pin. 152, Oliver Pellock received a bye. Trevor Arntz of West Salem Bangor with a first period pin over Wyatt Moses of Black River Falls. And Cruz Patzner of Arcadia. And Johnson of GET, they don't have that in the system yet. So we may be a little, nope, this just that match. 160, Ben Peterson of GET received a bye. Peterson of West Salem Bangor received a bye. And Winker over Lopez of Arcadia by way of first period fall. 170, Johnson of West Salem Bangor received a bye. Blaine Primer of Viroqua received a bye. They bide all the way through. 182, Gilardi of Viroqua received a bye. Noel of West Salem Bangor over Rave of Black River Falls by way of first period pin. 195, Valor of GET received a bye. Najera of West Salem Bangor received a bye. And Westby's Jake Collins fell by way of 5-4 decision over Miguel Septavilla of Arcadia. 220, Lockington of GET received a bye. Harbaugh of Westby over Rodriguez of Arcadia by way of a 10-0 major decision. And Hunter Anderson of West Salem Bangor with a first period fall over King of Black River Falls. And at heavyweight, Nottestead of Viroqua Westby received a bye. Rasmussen of West Salem Bangor received a bye. And Bustos and Jimenez. Bustos of Arcadia with a first period fall over Jimenez of GET. So we will take a quick break in the action and come back with round 2 right after this.